Good morning everyone, Richa here from DAV Public School, Shri Muktsar Sahib. So in my previous video session, I have discussed income and expenditure account. Moreover, I told you that in my next video session, I will discuss some adjustment which are required to be made while making income and expenditure account. So today we are going to do the same thing. We are going to discuss some very important adjustment which are related to our outstanding expenses and prepaid expenses. Now the meaning of prepaid and outstanding is very clear to you all that we have already discussed in plus 1 class. Okay, outstanding expenses mean those expenses which are due but not still paid. Whereas the meaning of prepaid expenses means the expenses which are already paid in advance but they are not due. Right? Now before starting this question, I just want to discuss some important things with you all, like while starting income and expenditure account, I already told you that in income and expenditure account, we just have to take the amounts of current period only. Means whatever the amounts are related to that particular year in which we are making income and expenditure account, we just have to take those amounts only which are directly connected to our current year. But now the question arises, in the question there are some amounts given which are related to previous year, which some are related to the next year. So how we have to deal with those amounts in order to calculate the perfect amount to be transferred to income and expenditure account. So in order to understand in a better way, I have taken one example for you all. We will read one by one all the lines written here and you will able to understand like which amounts you have to include, means you have to add, and which amounts you have to deduct in order to calculate the exact or appropriate amount. So let's see that question written here. So this is the question I have taken for you. Now the first line says subscription received during the year, means we have the year end, that is 2020, means we are dealing in a year that is related to 2019 and 20. Year end 20, right? So the subscription received during the year is 75,000. So because this is related to current year, so I have written here subscription received, that is 75,000. Now what the next line says, subscription outstanding on 1/4/2019. See, to make this more clear, I'll give you one example. For example, I am paying rent in a year that is 1,20,000. It means I have to pay 10,000 per month, right? Now I have already paid 10 months rent, that is 1 lakh, and 20,000 is still pending. Now if I have to consider the total rent to be paid in a year, then what will I consider? 1 lakh or 1,20,000? I will say the total rent to be paid in a year is 1,20,000. It means the outstanding amounts are also included in that year in which that particular expense arises. So if these are related to 2019, beginning of 2019, it means this amount is related to 2018, right? So this was outstanding in 2018. It means in 2018 we have already considered it, right? If we have already considered, then why to add it back again? So what we will do? We will deduct it by writing subscription outstanding at the beginning. So this is the beginning of the year, so we will deduct it, that is 12,000, right? Now the third line says subscription outstanding on 31/3/2020, means at the end of the accounting period for which we are making income and expenditure account. Again, if it is occurring at the end, it means this is related to 19 and 20. So this is the amount related to current year, so we have to add it back by writing add subscription outstanding at end of the year, or at the end you can write, that is 15,000. Let's move on to the next line. Subscription received in advance on 31/3/2019. Now 31/3/2019 means subscription received in the beginning. Now if I have received any amount in advance in the starting of the year, then it is pretty sure that this is connected to the same year, right? If we have started a particular year, it means this amount relates to that particular year. It means the amount received in the beginning is related to current year, then what we have to do? We have to add it back by writing add subscription received in advance in beginning, that is 7,000, 7,000. Now the last point says subscription received in advance on 31/3/2020 means subscription received in advance at the end. Now again, if I am receiving any amount at the end of the period, then it means this is related to next year. Then if it is related to next year, then I will add this in 2021, not in 2020. So what we have to do? We will deduct it by writing less subscription received in advance at the end 5,000. So after adding 15,000 and 17,000, 7,000 in 75, and after deducting 12,000 and 5,000, we just got the balance 82,000. So this is the amount that we need in order to transfer in the income and expenditure account, right? So this is how you have to recognize the amounts related to previous year, current year or next year, and you have to add some amounts which are connected to current year, and you have to deduct which are related to further year or which we already have received, that we will deduct it, right? So now you can try all your questions related to income and expenditure account, and please complete all the questions and send me your queries. Thank you so much.